Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi, weather in 5 days in 5 minutes as we get your Saturday and your weekend underway. No big issues or even minor issues, really, from the standpoint of sky conditions today. And for most of Sunday, we should be dry. There's no precipitation that is forecast, either rain or snow, for today or for Sunday in the Northeast and in the mid-Atlantic states, and for that matter, up and down the eastern seaboard. It's actually fairly quiet weather-wise in the entire eastern half of the nation. We hardly have anything with regards to watches or warnings, except for a few advisories up around the Great Lakes. That really is it. It's a little bit busier out in the west in parts of the Rockies, especially in the northern Rockies up into Montana, where we have advisories up, and also in California and the Sierra Nevadas, where we have winter storm warnings and some flash flood watches that are up for parts of Northern California. But that really is about it, making our weekend weather relatively uneventful. Now here's our surface map this morning. The cold front has moved on through. We've gotten into some colder air. There's a nice high, and not especially strong, but a nice high nonetheless over Indiana and Illinois that'll be settling in today and giving us a good deal of sunshine with just a few passing clouds. Not really much happening on the satellite loop from overnight and early this morning. You can still see that fast flow that's coming down across the Great Lakes and into the Northeast, and we're also seeing a flow of some clouds moving across the south and out off the East Coast. But there really isn't much from the standpoint of actual weather. Some lake effect snows going on in parts of upstate New York, but not really all that bad. A few concentrations up in north central New York, and looks like a little bit of activity going on north of Rochester, and also some approaching the western Catskills, and that really is about it. Off the southeast coast, we've got a few showers, and near the Florida Panhandle. Otherwise, it's pretty dry. And as we head out to the west, this is where we've got more activity going on today, up in the Pacific Northwest and down into California, all of that streaming in from off the Pacific Ocean. So looking at the next rain event, which is going to be Monday into Tuesday, we're seeing rainfall amounts kind of varying from a half to 3/4 of an inch from northeast Virginia up through central Pennsylvania, southeastern Pennsylvania, west and north. You got a little pocket there where it's about a half to 3/4 of an inch, and then an inch plus on either side. And looks like some inch plus rains into southern and central New England. Just going to watch this area because of the fact that they did get so much snow earlier last week, and now we're going to melt it all away fairly quickly. So there probably will be some flooding issues here. The rainfall amounts to upstate New York are not especially large. They're looking to be on the order of about a half to 3/4 of an inch in the area that got about 20 inches of snow up in central New York, and then extending east along I-90 to the Massachusetts state line. But as far as temperatures are concerned, over the next several days, we are seeing highs for today. Really having a kind of a tough time getting out of the 30s. There'll be a few spots that'll touch the 40-degree mark today, or even make it into the low 40s in northeast Virginia and Maryland, near 40 south central, southeastern PA, and South Jersey, and middle to upper 30s just about everywhere else. We should have plenty of sunshine today with a few passing clouds. We should have sunshine for Sunday with maybe some high clouds coming in the afternoon, and highs on Sunday will be in the low to mid 40s, and then get ready for a jump because temperatures are going nowhere during Sunday night with clouds rolling in, and the threat for some showers on Monday will be up in the middle to upper 50s in most areas. It might be a bit lower out to the west because there'll be more in the way of clouds and more in the way of showers to deal with. And Tuesday will be quite warm, upper 50s to some lower 60s before a cold front moves through. And then we'll be watching to see if there's going to be a wave on that front for Tuesday night, Wednesday, looking at highs on Wednesday, mostly in the 30s to around 40 as the next cold shot starts to build in. And Thursday looks especially cold, with many areas having a tough time breaking the 30-degree mark. So looking at the weather from the standpoint of the NAM model from overnight, and you're seeing high pressure building in. Not a whole lot happening except out in the west. And Sunday also should be a decent day. Sun and arriving clouds. You're noticing some rain develops over the Great Lakes and Ohio Valley on Monday morning early. And there's also some rain coming in off the Atlantic coast as Atlantic moisture gets involved. So we'll have some of that rain, northern mid-Atlantic through New England for Monday, and then maybe another round of rain Monday night into Tuesday morning. Then we'll watch to see what this front's going to do. There's going to be one more cold front that will move in for, excuse me, for later Tuesday afternoon. I've jumped over to the GFS model. By Tuesday afternoon, the front is through, and you'll notice that there's some rain and even a little bit of snow back over parts of Arkansas and in through Tennessee. It's hard to say whether this is going to lead to one last round of rain Tuesday night into Wednesday morning that changes over to snow before it ends. 9 times out of 10, these things just end as rain and it just shuts off. And until proven otherwise, I'm going to lean in that direction. And then you'll see the next high that builds in. That turns it sharply colder for later Wednesday night, and Thursday. And the models are indicating something maybe trying to come out of the Gulf for the end of next week. But we'll deal with that when the time comes, which will be later in the weekend and early next week. So there you have it. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. Check out latest posts on the free weather apps, the meteorologist Joe Cioffi weather app and Angry Ben's weather app, the Angry Weatherman. We may have a live stream tonight on my YouTube channel. I'm not 100% sure yet because I'm still down in Savannah, Georgia, taking a little bit of downtime for myself. And we are going to do our Sunday morning coffee with Cioffi show on my YouTube channel. That will be at 9:30 Sunday morning Eastern time. So do join in. We do tend to have a lot of fun in a much more relaxed atmosphere on a Sunday morning. All right, have a great day and a great weekend. We'll hopefully see you on one of the live streams.